today and wanted to talk about her children having trouble in school. At home, they're angels. At school, the kids are not okay. The school had called and said that they're acting out, that they're throwing tantrums, throwing desks across the room, kicking chairs, kicking the teacher, biting the teacher, raking all the books off the bookshelf. They're acting out. My friend didn't understand because the kids are fine at home, but apparently not okay at school. So the school had called. I said, this is a good thing. It's good when the school reaches out. You want to take that as a good sign, as an opportunity that you're being included in the plan to intervene, the plan to help the child curb that negative behavior, and hopefully stop a negative behavioral pattern before the child grows up and gets in more trouble. So see it as a good thing. Talk to them about what they've done. Has the child seen a school psychologist or a school counselor yet? And what were the findings? And then there are things you can do at home. The first thing is seek out your own professional. So you want to really get at what is the root cause of this negative behavior. What is causing it? And so seeking out a counselor, licensed clinical social worker, psychologist, life coach, psychiatrist, finding an expert that has some specialization in working with children would be really important, and that would be best. Because children are different, right? One thing to realize about children is that their frontal lobe is not fully developed yet, and they're not going to have as much insight into their own actions and emotions as they do when they become preteens and teens. So 5 to 10 years of age and less especially, they're not going to have that level of insight. You're not going to be able to discuss the situation and have an adult to adult conversation. That opportunity does come later in life, and it can be a struggle, but it's definitely good to have later. So with these children, you want to invest about 6 sessions at least in somebody that can talk to them and try to get at what is going on. You want to seek out a professional. I do suggest that, but there are also things you can do at home. I talked to my friend about behaviorism. I've worked as a behaviorist and a mental health paraprofessional with ages 5 to 18-year-olds. And that experience just opened my eyes to a whole lot of ways to work with children and to help children. I said, the 2 key components of behaviorism are rewards and punishments. So you're going to reward the things that you want your child to do. You're going to punish the things that you don't want them to do. It's pretty simple, right? But it's not quite that simple. The first thing to keep in mind when you're setting up a system of rewards and punishments for a child is that it's temporary, and they need to know it. They need to know that you love them through the process. So get the family together, have a talk as a family, working with your spouse or other guardian first before you reach out to the rest of the family. Don't embarrass your child or shame your child and say, look, you're doing this at school. Let's work on this as a family. Here's what we're going to be doing, and have a system set up of rewards and punishments that can help your child, and say, this is just temporary. This isn't the way the real world works. You're not always going to get rewards and punishments for everything you're supposed to do or not supposed to do. Sometimes you'll go straight to getting a speeding ticket, and sometimes you're just supposed to clean the house, or you'll have a dirty house. There are things you're just supposed to do that you won't always be rewarded for. But right now we're working on training you in this behavior and giving you a little help as you learn how to do this. You're teaching them that you're investing in them growing up gaining wisdom, maturity, acting appropriately, and becoming an adult.